Everyone, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing, the home of Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. Welcome back to our BTCC Replica Championship. This is race 2 down here in Kent at Brands Hatch. Fantastic racing in race 1, which saw Thomas take the win. It was a great battle between himself, Unforgiven, and Brian Moncarney until Unforgiven and Brian Moncarney decided to do some synchronised pirouetting at turn 1. Well, hopefully we'll have, well, you know what? We would like to see it, the crowd would like to see it, but obviously the drivers don't. So, you know, I've got one hand, I've got my fingers crossed that the drivers keep it on track, and then on the other hand I've got my fingers crossed that they don't. But we'll see, hey, we do like a bit of drama in these races, don't we, when we're watching. But anyway, race 2, random grid. There could be a change of tyres, or there will be a change of tyres for some. I mentioned it in race 1. I believe they have 2 sets of softs and a set of medium tyres to run in any order they like. So we could see some of them on the medium tyres. We will have a look. I should have had a look in race 1, but didn't. But never mind. So let's have a look down the grid, shall we, and see where everybody is. As I say, random grid for this one. We've got Stealth on pole position. Hawkeye, that's a better position for Hawkeye. He's in P2 now. Willard is in P3. Phaser is 4th. Aussie Rooster is 5th on the grid. 6th on the grid is Matty Older. Rossi is 7th. Hoyland is 8th. Unforgiven is 9th. Silly Shot 10th. Bob is 11th. With Keyboard Captain 12th. Grasshopper 13th. Race 1 winner Thomas is 14th, with Brian Moncarney all the way back in 15th. As I say, random grid, I believe, for race 2, and it did look like everybody's got the livery on as well this time, which is good to see. So let's get this second race underway, shall we? Let's hit the button. We'll get them lights out eventually, and we are away. Oh, we've already... oh, it's kicking off already. Let's go back and have a look and see what's happening here. Brian Moncarney, well, is it Grasshopper in front of him? Oh, Grasshopper's... Oh! let's have a look. I think it was Grasshopper got the better start. Bob just forgot to actually go. Yeah, there we go. So Bob actually forgot to go. Grasshopper ran into the back of him, and poor old Brian Moncarney just completely caught out, ran into the back of Grasshopper. What a start. Not sure if a safety car is going to be called. There were 2 cars off, but no, it looks like they're all still battling away. And what a... well, it is so punched up in there. Not the widest of tracks either, so going 4 wide into some of these turns is not really ideal, but these guys are going to try it anyway. After all, it is BTCC Replica, so, you know, if you can't trade a bit of paint, then you're not really racing, are you? So we'll just leave them to keep going for a minute, then we'll have a look down the grid and see where everybody is. It is all happening in this mid-pack. Let's have a look. Thomas, he's already made his way up into 7th, and well, you don't want to mess with that great big Volvo, do you? If that comes through, you move out of the way. It is like a tank. Look at the size of it compared to Unforgiven's BMW. It is like driving a shed down round Brands Hatch, and you do not want to get in its way. Now then, did somebody go off then? Let's have a look and see if everybody is still there. Yes, they are. We do have the train still going as Brian Moncarney does his absolute best to get past Keyboard Captain and manages to get it done. Oh, and Hoyland has gone off. Hoyland in the FTO has gone off. So where is he? Turn 7 coming out of Sheen Curve. So we have our first real casualty as Hoyland goes off and playing catch up again now. But back up to the top. Let's have a look and see what's happening now. Things have started to settle down. Willard is away and running into turn 1 as we start lap 2 then. So it is Willard leading, a Stealth in 2nd. Rossi, oh, he's picked up half a second penalty. He's got himself into P3 at the minute, but that half a second could hurt him if Matty Older gets a little bit closer. Same with Aussie Rooster. At the minute, Matty, it's going to be tight actually if when Rossi serves that penalty. So Matty knows he's got to get a little bit closer to Rossi. And Aussie Rooster, well, he needs to get a little bit closer to Matty, pick up that slipstream and try and catch up if he wants to capitalise on Rossi's half a second penalty, but Aussie Rooster at the minute, if we have a quick look, well, I was going to look in the mirror, but there's no point because that big old shed is on its way as we come down the hill to Hawthorne Bend at turn right. Now then, Aussie Rooster trying to give a bit of room there to yeah, it's Thomas. Yeah, he was trying to give a bit of room to Thomas, I think, and he's got himself caught out. Oh no! As who's that that's gone through? It's Bob. Bob has gone through, but the place has been swapped back over again with Aussie. Bob just went a little bit deep into that turn, couldn't slow down enough. So Thomas goes through to B5. A quick look behind it. Well, there's pointless looking behind. Look at that. No wonder Aussie Rooster's getting battered around a bit. He can't see behind him. We're having to look in the mirrors, and there we go. Look, Bob is just hovering around in the background there. So let's get out and leave Aussie Rooster alone as he tries to pull away from Bob. Unforgiven in 8th then. Catching up to the back of Bob. Always Bob goes very, very deep and into the kitty litter. Let's just go and have a look and see what he did there. It may be a case of just going too quickly into the turn. I'm dropping with papers everywhere. So around turn 9, not a problem there in Clark turn. On to Brabham Straight. Now then, it is up to turn 1. Can he get that car slowed down enough? Oh, he just got the entry all wrong, didn't he? And out there onto that kitty litter, and it just grabs hold of you, doesn't it? And slows you right out. Ooh, good job he ghosted as well. The silly shot goes straight through him, and he totally gets mugged, didn't he? Brian Moncani, Grasshopper have all gone through. So poor old Bob down to 11th then, and coming under attack now from Keyboard Captain and Phaser, as Keyboard Captain makes the move on Phaser stick as they come out of Druid. So Keyboard Captain pushing now to try and make his way through the grid. Let's go back up to the top and see what tyres everybody's on. So Willard is out in front. He's still on the soft tyres. So is Stealth, Matty Older, Rossi, as everybody. Oh no, there we go. Aussie Rooster is the first guy on the medium tyres, currently in P6. Unforgiven has also opted for the mediums. Then we've got Silly Shot. Brian Moncani on the medium tyres, Grasshopper on the soft, so Grasshopper really does not need to be all the way down there in 10th. He needs to get his way through this grid and a little bit higher up if he's to make those soft tyres work. Then we've got Bob on the softs, Keyboard Captain on mediums, Phaser mediums, Boyland on the softs, and so is Hawkeye. Oh, poor old Hawkeye. P2 on the grid and now finds himself down at the back in 15th, and we've got a yellow flag. Oh, and it's Grasshopper! Oh dear me, what is happening to Grasshopper? It really is not his day, is it? Let us see where he's getting this completely wrong as he goes through Sheen Curve down towards Sterling's at turn 8. Oh yeah, he just did not make the entry, did he? And went too wide. And then a bit of a kiss with Barrier. Now then, I think there's a marshal down there somewhere as well. Oh no, he's there, look. I thought, unless Grasshopper run him over. But poor old Grasshopper now down to 14th with only Hawkeye just behind him. But Hawkeye is now right up his joff. So Hawkeye looking at taking a scalp here in the form of Grasshopper as they come around turn 9 for the 3rd time and heading towards that start-finish line. So a nice little battle developing here down at the back of the grid, as you can see that BMW really does like to lean, doesn't it, as it takes these turns. Bit of lag kicking in as well, but yeah, it really does lean, which probably explain the understeer for Grasshopper. Oh, again, oh, Phaser! It's all happening for us, isn't it? The crowd are really getting their pennies worth, aren't they? So down the hill then towards turn 3. Did he go a bit too far? Yeah, there we go. Too high and too wide. Ooh, ouch. That is a big kiss with Barrier, and that is going to give him a bit of whiplash there. So just letting the guys go through. Oh, he's got engine damage, he's got front bumper damage, he's got wheel damage, pride damage. Poor old Phaser, he's going to struggle. He's got to wait for the nanobots to do their repairing thing. If you look at the bottom left, you can see it's all flashing red. So the nanobots are doing their bit. We'll leave Phaser to it. Now then, Stealth has got through. We've missed the overtake, and shall we go? No, we'll leave it. Sorry about that, Stealth. He's got the overtake, but he's also picked up half a second, so that is just going to give the place back to Willard. Oh, and Mattiolda goes through as well. Poor old Stealthy was leading shortly, but Willard and Mattiolda now going side by side with Stealth sniffing around the back end of Mattiolda's car. Who is Stealth going to follow? It is Willard on the inside as they come up towards turn one. Who's going to hold the nerve? Mattiolda's going to go all the way around the outside. That is a dangerous place to try and go around the outside there, and he did go very wide. Stealth slipped through the inside. Oh, and he's gone in between as well. Oh, what a fantastic move from Stealth. We are definitely going to go back and have a look at this. From Stealth's point of view, you can see Mattiolda is going to try and go around the outside of Willard. Willard is holding his nerve. He's not going to give this corner up, is he? So Matty, oh, and there was contact. That's what it was, Matty. There was contact between Willard and Matty. And Stealth just said thank you very much. Late on the brakes into Druids. Goes all the way around the outside, gets the power down the hill towards turn 3. Fantastic move from Stealth. He'll be pleased with that one. Come on, Stealth, just hold on to it now. Don't let that pressure get to you. And don't ruin it. A fantastic move. So Stealth managing to hold on to P1 as they go into turn 4. Willard and Mattiolda still battling away, but all the time, look who's there. It is the shed on wheels. It is Thomas creeping up to the back of Mattiolda. Now he's definitely going to pull out and make a move. I was going to mention slipstream. There's pointless slipstreaming, isn't it, in that thing? It sits so high above all the rest of the cars. The slipstream behind it must be absolutely fantastic because it is really going to plough away through the air, isn't it? But he's not really going to gain much from it. I think he's just too high. You can see the difference between the Volvo and Matty's cars. They go side by side. Now then, Rossi is side by side with Thomas, but Thomas gets that move done at turn 8 at Sterling's and carries on through. So Thomas now up into P4, Rossi in P5. Stealth still leading them from Willard and Mattiolda. Thomas in 4th, then Rossi, Unforgiven in 6th. All on his lonesome at the minute, but pushing hard to catch up to this group ahead. And while they're battling away, it's going to give him the opportunity to do so. Aussie Rooster in 7th, a little bit of breathing space back to Brian Moncani, who's currently sitting in P8. Then we've got Keyboard Captain and Silly Shot. Now then, these two are having a fight as well as they go into turn 1. Keyboard Captain going around the outside. We saw what happened to Mattiolda earlier, but these two managed to get the job done. It is still Silly Shot on the inside as they come up towards Druid. Keyboard Captain trying to get the old cutback. I thought he was going to go around the outside, but look for the cutback, but nothing doing there as Silly Shot slams the door shut around turn 3. And it is Keyboard Captain who looks to have got the better exit as they head towards Surtees. It is Silly Shot on the inside. Keyboard Captain, he's going to have to go the long way round again. Gets that power down early. Oh, what a fantastic move from Keyboard Captain. How he managed to keep him on the track, I do not know. But he did, and Keyboard Captain moves up now into P9 with Silly Shot down in 10th. And I'm sure he will appreciate that move that Keyboard has just pulled off. Bob has caught up to the back. Oh, Silly Shot and Keyboard have both gone off. They've both gone off. We see some fantastic racing, and then all of a sudden the guys just seem to get all excited and decide to go off and do a bit of rallying. You can see Keyboard, we've gone back too far, but who cares? This is great racing. We like to see it. We're on board with Bob at the minute. We've got a great view of what's going on in the drone here following Bob. Now then, as they come down to Hawthorne, it is Keyboard, yeah, and Silly Shot follows him, and it is Keyboard who gets it. Oh, he's all out of shape and back on again. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness, he was a passenger. He couldn't help that, but poor old Bob has, well, he's the one that, he didn't come off track, but he's the one that's unfortunately come off worse. As you can see, Keyboard Captain, not a lot he could do about that, and slammed into... poor old Bob. Now then, I think Keyboard is not going at his quickest. I think he's waiting, but he's got a long old wait because Bob, well, he's back on track now. What a shame. Dirty tyres and that as well. There we go. What a shame for Bob. He was right in the mix as well, wasn't he? And the mistake from Keyboard and Silly Shot. And Bob thought, I'm in here, but nothing he could do about that. What a shame. Bob down to 13th, Hawkeye in 14th and Phaser 15th, all racing themselves at the minute So back up to the top, and this is where it's happening. Look at the fight that's going on here. While we're watching these, the guys at the back coming off track and having a fight, it's taking place up at the top. Almost identical cars, actually. They have got the same liveries on, actually. It is Stealth and Matty Older side by side, both in the Hondas. The Honda's something. Somebody did tell me, but I've forgotten. Not that bothered, actually. They are BTCC cars, aren't they? So I'm sure there are people watching that would know better than I what those cars are. I'd just like to see them going around and crashing. So Matty Older still in second, then trying to give Stealth something to think about. Thomas in the Volvo. I do know the Volvo is, you can't miss it, can you? Thomas is in third. Pushing hard, actually. He's looking for his second win of the day. Let's have a look at the time. We've completely forgotten about the time. It's been that good. We are just fast approaching 11 minutes, so 4 minutes to go as Thomas tries to find a way past Matty to attack Stealth. Willard is in fourth, led for the opening few laps of this race. Just dropped off the back of those three for now, though, Willard, so he's hoping for something to happen to those three. Rossi is in fifth with Unforgiven in sixth just behind him. Brian Moncani in seventh, then Aussie Rooster, Boylan, Silly Shot, Keyboard Captain. Those two still battling away. A bit of a personal thing going on there, I think. And Grasshopper in 12th, Bob in 13th, Hawkeye, then Phaser. So back up to the top to see what's happening with 3.5 minutes to go. It is Thomas. He's managed to get past Matty Older and move up into P2. So next on his hit list is Stealth. So Stealth got to be careful now. He's got some defending to do, but he's been pushed along by the shed on wheels. It is Thomas in second, looking for his second win of the day. Stealth looking for his first. Didn't get on the podium in race one. Had a fantastic outing last week and got himself on the podium 3 times. Got a taste of the old champagne of Stealth, so he'll want to try and hold on to one of these top spots. As Thomas in that Honda sandwich. Stealth, though, what a fantastic job he's doing of defending against Thomas. We do know how quick Thomas is, so Stealth also knows how quick Thomas is. He's just got to keep it on track, I think. Make that thing as wide as he possibly can as they come through Sterling's at turn 8. And they are heading towards the end of, end of lap 8 as well, as it looks like Thomas trying to make a move. Now, Thomas trying to put himself on the inside, but Matty Older fancies his chances around the outside. Is he going to look for the old switcheroo? No, couldn't quite get it done. I think he was just giving Thomas to think about. As Stealth crosses the line, we are all 12:30, so we've got 2.5 minutes to go, so still plenty of racing left for these guys as Stealth holds on to P1, Thomas in 2. He's attacking now as they go up the hill towards Druids, and Thomas has got himself on the inside. Can he get that big old thing slowed down around the corner? Oh, he made it look easy, didn't he? That thing's on rails. It just went round Druids like, well, it wasn't even a corner. Fantastic move from Thomas. Stealth into second. Not a great deal he could do about that. Great racing from Thomas, actually, to just bide his time, pick his moment. Stealth now just concentrating on keeping Matty behind him. Evenly matched, both the same cars, same liveries, same everything, actually. So evenly matched car. It is now down to driver skill then, as let's have a look at the time. Well, I was going to say we're on the last lap, but I don't think we are. I think we're going to get one more. I think race one we had about 10 or 11 laps. So yeah, one more lap to go as these three battle it out. They are going to be on the podium. It just depends which step they're on. You just got to keep it on the grey stuff, guys. A quick look behind then, and Willard, he's having a bit of a trouble from Rossi having a right good sniff around the rear end of Willard's car there, and putting him under all sorts of pressure. So Willard just got to ignore the mirror and just get on and do his own thing. Rossi pushing hard. Let's jump on board with Rossi in the Subaru as we go around the final turn then, and I think it will be for the last time as well, as they come up towards the start finish line to complete lap 9. A quick look behind us. Oh, that's better, we can actually see. We can see Unforgiven sitting there in 6th, getting closer as Rossi. Very close to Willard. I thought he might have had a bit of a look, but no, he just can't get close enough, can he? Into turn 1. Now then, Willard has left a massive gap there. He's almost invited Rossi to have a go at it. I think Willard is just trying to defend this inside line at turn 3, but no, I'm surprised he left such a big gap for Rossi to step through, and Rossi doesn't need asking twice, does he? And through he goes. Thank you very much, he says. and moves up into P4. So Willard into P5 with Unforgiven chasing him down. Let's have a look. We're going to have to go back up and see what's happening up at the top, as Thomas now starts to stretch that lead on this final lap as he goes through turn 5 at Hawthorne Bend, down the Derek Minter straight into turn 6. Matty Older has managed to get by Stealth, so Matty now into P2 with Stealth in P3. Still a great result, and I'm sure Stealth will be happy with that. Back on the podium, a glass of champagne in his hand, the same as he did last week. Matty, big smile on his face as well, getting up onto the podium, and Thomas, well, another trophy for him. As we come around the final turn then, for the last time in race 2 of 3 here at Brands Hatch, and Thomas, another great win for him. Matty Older in second, Stealth in third. What a battle those guys have had. Rossi, a well-deserved P4. Then it's a race to the finish, and it's Unforgiven just ahead of Willard in 6th, Brian Moncani in 7th. Grasshopper, well, it's not his day, is it? It's just not his day at the minute. He's in P8 with Silly Shot. Fantastic battling he had down in 9th, or did he not? No, well, what, I don't quite sure what happened there, but Aussie Rooster got 9th, Silly Shot got 10th, Bob 11th, Keyboard 12th, Hoyland, Hawkeye, and then Phaser will finish. Oh, poor old Phaser, what happened to him? All the way down in 15th. Well, apologies if we've missed some of these spills, but the racing up at the top, we couldn't leave it, and we can't watch everybody all the time, so apologies if we've missed some of these accidents, but we do our best to keep up. If you've enjoyed these races, please remember to hit that like button, and if you've not subscribed, if you could do me a favour and subscribe, that would be a massive thank you. And yeah, thank you to everybody that has subscribed already. We are pushing for 300 now. I know in the grand scheme of things that's not many, but to me it is a massive milestone if we can get to 300 subscribers within the next few weeks. I want to get there before the end of February, but we'll see. Like I say, in the grand scheme of things it's nothing, but to me it is massive. So yeah, join me for race 3 down here in Brands Hatch for the BTCC Replica Championship. I shall catch you all in a moment.